for going for Ryan, everyone.
Hi, everybody. So this story is actually about a missing camera. All right, but the one thing I do want to ask is, who believes in ghosts here? Have any believers?
Yeah.
All right, we do have some believers. I'm a skeptic, but I'm going to tell you why I'm no longer a skeptic. So it was a few years ago, my family and I got together, and as we usually take a trip to the shore, or down to the shore, as you say here. But I'm from Pittsburgh, so I go, "Yin's going down to the shore, Matt?" And if you don't know Pittsburghese, that's okay. We'll get by that. So what we usually do, we pack up the vehicle. We have the cargo carrier, which we call the turtle, right? So everyone knows that plastic turtle that's on top of the car, and we make our way to the shore, and we always have like a fantastic time. Me, I'm a sucker, right? I'm a sucker for the boardwalk. Love the boardwalk. All the neon things, the terrible shirts, bad stains on them, the hermit crabs. Oh, the goddamn hermit crabs. My children got 4 of these stinking things, right? We had them for about a year, and you can't kill them. Those little bastards, you don't give them food, you don't give them water, nothing. They're there. They crawl up and down the cage. So we have chickens, right? So we have 7 chickens, we have a dog, we now have a guinea pig, we now have a dragon lizard, which is just wonderful. So we fortunately got rid of these crabs after a year, just today, right? So friends of ours, I won't disclose their names, but let's just say them the O'Condwells, right? So we conned them into taking these things finally off of our hands. But anyway, so, besides that, I was digressing a little bit. Let's talk about what we're here for, right? And this story is about. So we go to the shore, we have a fantastic time. We pack everything up. We have, the weather's just beautiful. We're all enjoying ourselves. And little do I know, unbeknownst to me, my wife has planned a surprise 40th birthday party for me on our return that day, that Saturday. Anybody that goes here to the shore Saturday, right? So we get back a little exhausted, a little tired, and my wife's like, "Hey, why don't you go out with Tom, celebrate your birthday?" I'm turning 40, right? So it's a little while ago, divulging my age. That's okay. And I was like, okay, great, let's go. And we go out, we have a good time, we have a few drinks. Surprise! We go to Barnaby's right down the street. There's this fantastic party. We all have a great time. And you're seeing friends I haven't seen for a very long time. And that's fantastic. So I'm like, okay, great. This is awesome. Mind, we just got back from the beach, and I'm a little tired, and let's say I got a little wasted. I mean, it was enough. It was a tough night. It was a good night, very good night. So we get home. We have friends over. They stay over the evening. I have friends from out of town. Decided to drive to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, which I probably shouldn't have, because I still couldn't see straight. But that's okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could still be intoxicated the next day until that day. And so we get back. We're having breakfast with our friends. We're having a good time, and we're like, "Where's the camera?" We had all our photos from vacation that year. We had all the photos from the party the night before. We're like, "Oh my God, where did this go?" So I said to my wife, I was like, "Honey, I'm not quite sure where the camera is." And she goes, "Well, it will turn up." And you know why it will turn up? And I was like, "Why is that, honey?" And she's like, "Well, we have this ghost that whenever stuff disappears, it just kind of finds its way back." And I mean, she's a firm believer. And anytime like her sunglasses go missing, phones goes missing, keys go missing, somehow it just miraculously appears. Well, I mean, maybe part of it is she has like 18 pairs of sunglasses now, about 3 spare sets of keys, and other things. But anyway, so I'm one of those people, same place in its place. And so we're looking around for the camera, and I'm like, "Oh my God, where is this thing? We're going to miss all these memories, all these opportunities for the kids playing in the sand, and all the videos that we have." And she's like, "You know what? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run over to Barnaby's real quick, right?" And so she takes the van, the family truckster, turtle on top, and she She drives into the parking garage next to Barnaby's across the street, and most garages have a clearance. I love you, honey. By the way, I love you. And so it just gets crushed, right? We no longer have a turtle. We have some sort of heaping pound of plastic, like on top of the roof. And she doesn't even call me. She calls her father. She's like, Dad, I don't even want to tell Ryan what happened. These things are like $350. I mean, not that big a deal. And she's like, I can't even tell them. She's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And so, she comes home. She's in tears. I'm like, it's a turtle. It's really not that big of a deal. And so, she's like, well, they didn't have the camera there, and we had a pretty long, tough night. And so I was like, well, you know what? We'll look around the house a little more, see if we can find it. And wouldn't you know it? I'm in our bedroom, and I look up on my dresser, the guy who has a place for everything, and everything is in its place. And there's the camera right on top of the dresser. And I tell her, I said, hey, I was like, I found the camera. We're excited. And she's like, well, where the hell did you find it? And I was like, well, I found it on our dresser, on my dresser. And so she's like, you know what? I told you there's a ghost that helps us find everything. And you know what? I said, honey, I think you're right, because there is no way that I would have put that there. So from that day on, I was a firm believer in the ghost in the house that helps us find everything. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.